Yo, welcome to Knicks Freestyle. What's good, everybody? It's your man, Uncle Freezy, in the place to be. I'm joined by the internationally known, famous YouTuber himself, the Ghetto Intellect, in the place to be, and by the creator and star of Knicks Freestyle, Freaky.
Holla at your mans. Good evening, my
Yo,
brother. How are you?
man, I'm good, man. You good, man? How-
So
How's
blessed.
the
So
family?
blessed.
How's the family
Yo,
shenanigans? Everything all
blessed.
right? Cool,
Everything's good. Everything's
cool.
good.
You
Appreciate the love.
vaccinated, man? If you don't
I
mind me
abs-
asking you.
I do not mind you asking, and I absolutely am.
Uh, me too, me too, me too. Me and all of mine, actually. Which is, I mean, I lost my grandmother earlier this year, sadly enough. I feel like cats have made rational decisions.
Individual for self, right? So I am blessed. Free Keith, I come from a family where no one has documented obtaining COVID, and
Mm,
no one then has subsequently not passed from it. In fact, we haven't had any major deaths anywhere in my family in the last 2 years. So I just think unfortunately good, bad, or indifferent. I think there's something absolutely genetic about it. I doubt. I bet there's it because when I've seen COVID rip through families, I've seen the whole family pass away. So to me, that absolutely probably speaks to there could be a, a genetic portion to COVID. Again, I'm not a medical professional, but just something that I'm
hey,
able to reasonably deduct. And so I think COVID would be a good conversation tonight because um, unfortunately, um, life brings ups and downs, and injury is part of the game. And um, a COVID uh, if COVID stops you from playing a game, then that's an injury.
yes, sir.
And then the vaccination says that some states you can and cannot do certain things. So then Free Keith, by the sheer reality of the matter, there's some players that have already deemed themselves as of this moment today. Don't know what's going to change. Who knows what pressure will? I would hope that if they're profound decisions, which is why I think now is the time to have this conversation. If they're sound, profound decisions, then they shouldn't change in 20 games or so. So there's certain players today that have absolutely made a decision that 44 to 45 games this season they will not play. That gives a major competitive edge to whoever that team is playing. I'm just curious what your thoughts on it.
I mean, well, obviously, there ain't gonna be no like argument on that tonight because I 100% agree. When I'm seeing like, oh, Kyrie's pushback, the what's the other young star out there in the West, and
Andrew
all
Wiggins.
Andrew Wiggins, like yo, all these cats pushing back, and then I'm hearing like, oh, the Knicks, the Knicks is 100% vaccinated. That sounds like a competitive advantage to me. I might throw 3, 4 more games on top of the season prediction win that I.
Oh goodness! You always find every ounce of crack to get in on some optimism.
You got to whittle your way in, bro. You got to whittle your way in, man. Get in where you fit in. They used to say, but like I don't. But it's like these guys are making it a competitive advantage. It wasn't. It wasn't not like 2, 3 weeks ago. And now LeBron coming out and he admitted he got the vaccine. Man, come on, man.
Listen,
Yo,
listen.
like
Are you saying that are you saying he's a false prophet? You say he's false leading? Not even prophet, because it was after the fact. Was
It's
it?
yo,
Was it
it's
a
so
dig?
after the
Was
fact,
it
but
a dig? Was it a
I
dig
dig
at?
why though. I
Was
dig
it?
why.
Was it a dig at? Was it? It was a competitive. It was a competitive KD. Listen to me. You sitting there playing with that boy, and I'm over here telling all these grown men to get vaccinated, and they leading me. So who's the leader, KD? And maybe that is KD's problem, because KD said if something happens to Kyrie, he's going to be very uncomfortable. So Kyrie's 44 games, 45 games is etched in stone that he's going to miss.
Okay,
I get the feeling Andrew Wiggins for
once
change.
once your guy LeBron came out, and it's funny he had to even come out, but like now he came out and said, "Yo, he got the vaccine."
In fairness, though, Keith, it was media day. It was media day, so he
I mean, it
didn't
was
just go.
media
He
day,
didn't.
but
He
it's
didn't.
but for a guy like LeBron, it's always media day. That was the Lakers media day, of which LeBron is a star of. He has media day though every day.
No, go ahead, do your thing. I was just saying I might have to turn off the mic for a sec, because
Oh,
my
okay. I thought something was wrong.
I need my e-cig. No, I
Yeah,
need my
like so,
e-cig
like
to make it through. So
he can go on Twitter instead of posting one of his like his song mock-ups that he do in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Tell your guy, tell your fans you got vaccinated, and you know what I'm saying? Stop with all the nonsense. But by him coming out now saying that he got vaccinated, it puts all these guys on an island by themselves. Because you know who the other team who's 100% vaccinated is the Lakers. LeBron know that joint's a competitive advantage. He's not dumb. That geriatric team right there need every ounce of advantage that they can get. They looking at Kyrie laughing. They looking at the Nets laughing. You mute.
I'm not sure what I'm not I don't get. I mean,
Dude, but we talking right now. Watch by first game of the season. All these cats is vaccinated. Watch. What LeBron just did, put them he put them all in a like they at least had LeBron, like the idea that LeBron didn't get vaccinated behind them. Dude, they all on the island by themselves. And the money that they stand to lose, bro, I bet you money by season opener, all these guys have their vaccine.
what's your thoughts, Freeze?
I am, and I hate to use
Good.
this
Just give me a sec. Go
phrase.
ahead. Get loose. Give me a sec.
And I hate to use this phrase because it's divisive, but when it comes to stuff like this, decisions to be made like this, I am pro-choice. Right? If you feel like it is something that is to your detriment, protect yourself. Because at the end of the day, the reason why there is a decision in the first place is so that you can protect yourself. The reason why there's a vaccine is because to protect yourself against a once in a century pandemic, right? And you need the vaccine to protect yourself. But at the same time, if you feel like that vaccine is to your detriment, protect yourself, right? Now, how that impacts your profession is something that you may want to consider. But when I say pro-choice, you have to remember that um, there are consequences that are going to be in place if you decide to walk away from your profession to keep yourself safe. Like those 45 games that you miss have 45 game checks associated with them. Right? So when you say that I'm not going to do this because of such and such,
Cool.
then I respect that, right? What I don't want you to do is pound the drum and try to get everybody in your corner, because then that makes you look like a phony, right? And so when we address Kyrie Irving, when we speak to Kyrie, and let me ask y'all, because I was thinking when Free Keith said Andrew Wiggins, does being drafted number one give you carte blanche to just say whatever? Because you mentioned LeBron James, he was the number one pick in the draft. You mentioned Andrew Wiggins, he was the number one pick in the draft. You mentioned Kyrie Irving, he was the number one pick in the draft. Now, I don't know if that gives you carte blanche to speak outwardly about certain topics or not. I don't know. But I saw Karl Anthony Towns this week in a real heartfelt media availability. Man, made me more of a fan of Karl Anthony Towns the person, but he was also the number one pick in the draft. So I don't know if there is like some pressure to push these guys out here to make statements on things that may impact others. But the Kyrie thing really has me thinking, like, man, how come every time a shoelace comes untied, Kyrie Irving has something to say about it, or something to, to put feedback, to offer feedback on, right? Because I'm like, man, listen, if you feel like the deal is you don't want to take the shot to protect yourself and your family, or if it's a religious decision, that's cool. You don't even have to explain it to us. You know what I'm saying? But for it to be like a headline topic, I'm like, man, at what point do we get away from making decisions and being in the spotlight to just making decisions that impact you and your family? I don't get it.
Well, they're already in the spotlight, and they're already in the spotlight, and this is a hot button topic. So, like, it's going to be a topic of discussion, especially if you're going to go against the grain.
Bro, but what I'm saying, like give me an example.
This is why LeBron had to actually admit that he got the vaccine.
Right. But Free Keith, when I got vaccinated, you didn't even know. I didn't tell you, and we have a popping YouTube channel.
Facts. This is facts. But like,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, the success of the channel and all, but like you know what I'm saying, we still not like LeBron level of reach.
So let me say this. I absolutely respect Kyrie's decision not to get vaccinated.
Absolutely.
I absolutely applaud.
Just don't be mad at the consequences.
I absolutely have respect the governor of New York using the information provided for him to say that I have to do this, or her. That's right. I forgot. Provided her that she needs to make certain decisions. I respect both of them. Neither of them impact me because, unfortunately, I have a mindset that is one that says, you know what? If it makes life easier to get vaccinated, I prefer to do that and go along easier because there's nothing. I've gotten vaccinated since I got the vaccination that you could still touch from the 70s. These children today doesn't have that, and so. But they still have the same vaccine in them. This is just another one, and yes, there'll be a booster, and yes, there'll be this, and you know, if it makes life easier to go along with. Because honestly, if I wanted to be selfish, I could say I'm not the one that COVID's going to get impacted. I haven't been impacted by COVID yet. I haven't gotten COVID. I haven't stayed in the house. I'm loose with what. So The fact of the matter is, there's people that really need to be protected, and some of them are making bad decisions, and that I feel bad for them personally.
Well, before, look, every man, woman, a grown decision making adulthood. I dig it. It's your decision, and that's dope. But what I see people are doing, those same people are pushing back against the consequences
Right.
of the free and clear decision that they can make.
Right.
So you get to make your choice, but you're mad at what the consequences bear of that choice. That's just my issue. Like, okay, cool. Kyrie, Wiggins, you want to stand, you want to stand by something, and this, that, and stand on, rest on your laurels, and not be flexible in your thinking at all. Cool, go ahead and ride with that, but you're not going to be able to play in this stadium, and you should really not. The unvaccinated players really, they shouldn't be able to come to New York and play in the stadium either, right?
Right.
If I'm to understand correctly.
Right. You're right.
So it's not even just your home games. It's not even just your home games.
It's certain road games, like it's Golden State and it's New York City.
So
Kyrie had to do his press conference from video.
And Cali, I think, too.
All of Cali.
So now if you're a team in one of those homes, in one of those states that already got that mandate.
That's two more games.
That's 10 more games in another state. 2 more games. Oh, yeah, it's my fault. 2 more games in another. Depends if it's a team in your conference.
We already looked at the we already looked. Remember, Brooklyn's on the east. Brooklyn and New York are the only 2 teams impacted by it.
Right. Right. But what Freakeith is saying, when Kyrie Irving goes to California,
he only has 2 games. He only has 2 games out there.
Okay.
But Wiggins, where Wiggins is at?
Wiggins has the same problem as Kyrie. He has half the games at home and 2 in New York.
Right.
So you really only playing a third? Like, for real, like, what are you doing? You playing a 30th season? If that, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen.
I apologize for calling Kyrie a bozo, but as it relates to the vaccine, Kyrie's a bozo because his beliefs are his beliefs, and he pushes them on the people. Listen. I walk into church every day. I walk into work every day with the blood of Jesus Christ on me. If a Muslim is next to me, I don't let what's over me impact him. Kyrie lets his beliefs impact his teammates. I would go there and say, I can't work with a Muslim. I'm not coming to work today. And I'm not saying that's what Kyrie did, but he let his beliefs not go to work with the rest of his team. And that makes him a bozo. Not the vaccine.
When is your profession too? When is your profession? That's what G.I.'s getting at. So shout out to those of different beliefs and all that stuff, because listen, man, spread love, bro. That's my deal.
The
love
Brooklyn
everybody.
Way. That's the Brooklyn
spread
way.
love, right? So, but my thing with Kyrie is every time a rat pisses on cotton, he got something to say. That's my thing. It's not about this vaccine. It's not about the team that he plays for. It's about me and Kyrie Irving. That's it. Not his belief system and not mine.
Well,
it's
he
about
got a
me
platform.
and that man.
He got a platform. He uses it. I can't begrudge him for it. It's other people with worse views.
Why can't I begrudge him for it, bro?
I mean, no. I see you again. You're free to do what you want. Like I'm saying, I can't begrudge him for it.
Okay. And also let me remind the people of New York this. You say the government is running it. But the fact of the matter is this is a democracy. And more than 50% of the citizens of the state of New York are vaccinated. So if they took a vote
more than 50% would say yes to vaccination because they took it themselves. And why would they not want the rest to? That's democracy. That's why the governor, she can make that decision because she knows she has more than 50% of the
Yeah.
people with her.
Yep.
So White Falcon, you're telling me to study politics? That is politics 101. Person with the most votes wins. Amen. God bless.
Bro. So if I can clarify, I just want to say this and get out of the way, because I feel like this conversation is headed for a huge spike, right? But my deal is when LeBron came back to Cleveland, right, and um Kyrie, who had been the leader of a Cleveland Cavaliers franchise, and they were terrible without LeBron. When Kyrie was there, they got the number one pick twice with Kyrie Irving leading the team. Bro, they got Andrew Wiggins because Kyrie Irving led a team into the lottery. They were terrible. They got Anthony Bennett with Kyrie Irving there because the Cavs were terrible. LeBron got there and tried to show Kyrie how to win a championship because LeBron was in Cleveland and couldn't, went to Miami and learned how to do it and was wanting to bring back that championship knowledge to Cleveland. And Kyrie Irving was like, yo, I don't like this big brother, little brother relationship. You know what I'm saying? We were fine, blah, 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 blah. I think I want to be the leader of my own team. Y'all remember Kyrie Irving saying that, right? With LeBron James, though, Kyrie Irving won a championship. I mean, with LeBron James, Kyrie Irving won a championship in Cleveland.
Haven't been back since.
Haven't been back since. What has Kyrie Irving won without LeBron James? Right? He said he doesn't like that relationship. All right. Kyrie Irving took the microphone from a reporter in Boston when the Boston reporter was like, "Hey, Kyrie, you healthy for the first time in a while? How do you feel about Boston?" "I love Boston. I want to be here forever." You remember Boston? Remember opening night in Boston a few years ago? By the time the All-Star break got here, Kyrie Irving was seen conspiring in the All-Star tunnel with Kevin Durant, whispering about what city they were going to. Right? So what I'm saying about Kyrie Irving is not this thing about vaccinations. It's just about this guy has a loose mouth and I can't trust him. Right? He was the same dude at the All-Star game when they were like, "Yo, what's going on with you and KD huddled up all the time? Are y'all planning to go somewhere?" He's like, "Nah, but the earth is flat." Right? Every time Kyrie get a microphone in front of his face and get the opportunity to say something, bro, he talks sideways. But people want me to trust him. I can't trust a dude that is all over the place mentally, right? Because this is a deal here, right? When Kyrie Irving gets the opportunity to say something, he said something sideways and counter to whatever the conversation is. And people use conversation as a tool to gain information so that we can make sound decisions. And Kyrie Irving takes this opportunity to say something crazy. I can't trust that. And it's not that I dislike Kyrie Irving. Man, listen, I've been a Duke basketball fan since 1984. I love Duke players, bro. I love players from Duke. So it's not me versus Kyrie. Man, I still love Shane Battier, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's not me. It's just not me picking out this one person. It's this guy proving to me that he is not trustworthy when it comes to information. It's the same dude that say, "Hey, man, we don't have to play. We'll go form our own league." Really, Kyrie? Come on, bro. Every time you get the opportunity to say something, you do or say something sideways or counter. So I'm not saying he's wrong. I, as a man and a fan of this game, can't trust what this young man is saying. Now I will get out of the way.
I mean, I'm not gonna kill the man for talking reckless. He talks reckless. Like, we know this. Like, but I also know that he's not in front of me because of his oratory skills or the things that he's like, his dissertations. He's in front of me because he's a great basketball player. Yeah, like why we give these people so much credence outside of their area of expertise is beyond me. My only thing with Kyrie is like, okay, cool, like don't get the vaccine. Merry Christmas. But just be prepared for the consequences, and I don't want to hear no complaints about that. Like that's what I don't want. And this is how I know that but before they play game number 1, everybody's gonna be vaccinated. Because cats are not really gonna like they're gonna force the NBA to have to actually back up its word. And them dudes, LeBron, the face of the NBA, already came out and said he's vaccinated and his whole team is vaccinated. You don't have a leg to stand on. Like all it is going to be the punishment. The punishment is going to come down. These cats is not trying to lose any bread like that. Like
Hold
they
on,
said
I
that.
gotta interrupt. Kyrie is not Jewish. Freeze, remember, Kyrie tapped into his Indian. He proved that he's Cherokee Indian. I think he changed the rules as it relates to his tax situation too. So I believe that's another reason. So no, he's not Jewish. Freezy, that's Amari Stoudemire is Jewish.
Kyrie is Jewish. Yeah, that's man funny.
So my position again is it's just back to business. You know, he's making a decision that impacts his team as the whole. He has to follow very strict protocol. So somebody asks, well, how can an unvaccinated play with the other? He did. They just have to go through stricter protocols, and if they accept those protocols and they follow those protocols, it's not a problem. The only problem is that a
But
majority.
but the dudes are going to admit they are part of that. Part of that schema, though, is the unvaccinated cats who have to miss games because of that, especially at home, are going to lose money. They're not going to get those game checks.
That the Players Association couldn't do anything about that. The NFL has force majeure. I mean, the NBA has force majeure. Force majeure means the
But
situation.
that's not that. It has to be
You
a
ain't let
situation that affects everyone.
Right.
But go ahead.
Force majeure is something that no one can control. A pandemic has come and hit the entire world, not just here. Nobody can stop this pandemic. So they can change the rules of the contract accordingly because of force majeure. And vaccination is required by the state of New York because of that. So that allows them to enter that, pass that through the contract, and not pay them if they choose not to get vaccinated and play.
Hey, can I ask y'all a question? Or do
Sure.
y'all mind? And I'm asking this.
Do not mind.
And listen, I'm asking this to y'all and to the chat. And I'm asking this as a man being earnest, right? So if Kyrie is making this decision based on his religion, right? Then why aren't other NBA players? Why are you not hearing some NBA players of the same religion not making at least contemplating the same decision?
Cause they didn't make the money Kyrie made in his NBA career to be able. Like I said, Kyrie's Cherokee Indian now. His tax situation is different. In fact, the government has to give him checks if he tied his roots to Cherokee Indian. He has land. His life is going to be totally different moving forward than any other player. Kyrie's going to be special one day once he put it all together. His gift could be if he keeps mentally sound. His gift could be outside the NBA, and that's where his higher power could be pulling him. But as of right here, right now, he's in a corporate situation, and his personal feelings are moot.
Yeah, I'm lost because listen, Kyrie, and I heard Kyrie Irving say himself that he was Jewish, right? And I was like, I'm telling you, bro. Okay, All right. All right.
He
I'm
could
telling you,
have.
bro.
He could have before he found that he was Cherokee Indian. Ever since he found he's Cherokee Indian, he's been living totally different. That's what he was doing the sage. It's only been about 2 years Cherokee Indian, so I don't know what he said 6 years ago. He could
But
say anything, but he's been Cherokee Indian for two
yeah,
years now.
because I heard my man say, I heard him say, yeah. Think of I'm Jewish. Think of when you see our names. Think of Amari Stoudemire. When you look at Amari name, and I was like Amari, and I was
So,
like Amari.
so can I? I just want to make sure I understand. You. We're gonna agree that he one time said he is Jewish, but he's absolutely Cherokee Indian now. Or are you denying the Cherokee Indian thing?
No, I'm not denying it.
Okay.
I'm not denying any of it. I'm not denying any of it. What I'm saying is what I'm trying to grasp is like I hear GI talk about faith, right? And me too. I'm about. I think I'm Protestant. You know what I'm saying? I got this thing. I'm not gonna get into all of that, right? But our decision making should go down the same road, right? If if you are a man of faith and and am a man of faith, then at least some of our thought processes should be linear. Because in our belief system, there are some things that are not negotiable, right? Like certain things are not negotiable. Like you believe in a higher power, and I believe in that same higher power. I'm not going to compromise my belief in that higher power for the sake of certain things, right? And then on top of that, it's more of us that believe the same way, right? And so if GI says, I'm not going to do this because of my belief system, and I'll be like, hey, I'm with GI. I can understand where GI coming from, right? And then there should be others of us that be like, yo, yeah, I understand where Uncle Freezy come from and with GI. I feel him. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'll give you an example. Right? So occasionally I come across um um people that are in the and I want to say it right, and I don't want to be disrespectful. So if I say it wrong, don't take it as disrespect. Take it as I'm trying to.
I
It's
got your
love,
back. Whatever it is,
right?
I'm sure I got
So
your back.
so so I come across people that are in the nation of gods and earths, right?
Yeah.
And they say
Five
certain things,
percenters.
right? And they say certain things, right? Right. I don't necessarily understand. And I'm not gonna say disagree or disagree. I don't understand. So I don't get into it. But I see other people co-sign for what that one person may or may not say or may say or whatever. When that one person says something, there are others that at least come, yeah, I'm with them, right? But with Kyrie in a league that's high profile, makes a decision based off religion, we have heard nobody else come forward and say, I'm with Kyrie. I understand where he's coming from.
Now you hear a voice. There's other There's other. There's at least one or two. There's more.
But I
There's
don't. But
more.
I
They're
hadn't
not
seen it
going to
though.
be vocal about it.
But I had. What I'm saying is I haven't seen it. I'm not saying that they're not out there. What I'm saying is they're not rushing to his defense. Or you know what I'm saying? That's
Fact.
what I'm saying.
Okay.
Well, and I believe they have people in their corner that tell them you cannot play this corporate game. That's your choice. Once you play it though, you play by their rules, and the goal is to go in there, get enough of that corporate dollars, and come out and do your own thing. Shout out to Hadouken. That's the homie.
Hadouken,
Let's
What's
stop this
good?
what?
real quick.
That's the
It's
little
been
homie.
Sherman M. Loyal. What it do? E. Gibson, White Falcon. You know you the troll. Long Island Sound one. I got some
White
smoke
Falcon
coming for you.
control god.
Yeah, troll guy. Oh, what's that? Marik 2190. I'm hard to pronounce. J Bug. What it do, big bro? Movies and
Jay
stuff. You know what we
Bug, I
do.
still got the bail
Sarge,
money, my guy.
Sarge. You know. That's everybody. Eric Surreal. You always in the building. What it do? Salute. So,
And if
so
you wait, hold on, let me just holler at anybody who new. If you're new to the team, if you're new to the pod, welcome, salute, make your presence felt.
Yeah,
It's all
man.
Knicks all day. If you on this side, then you on the right side. And do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and that like. Give me a like real quick. Appreciate y'all.
That's that like button. And listen, and the reason why I say this to you guys, because listen, and I'm gonna say this to y'all watching. The reason why Free Keith and Ghetto Intellect are together is because these dudes are sharp, right? They stay in the moment, right? They understand what the moment is. The moment is not too big for them, right? So I asked them, I put my head on the chopping block humbly, like, listen, I'm here to learn something, right? Because if I don't know it, the crime is not me not knowing. The crime is me pretending to know and don't. Right? That would be the crime here, right? The crime is me not knowing. The crime would be for me to pretend to know and not. Because ignorance is bliss unless you have answers. Right? If you have the answers and stay ignorant, it's not bliss. You know what I'm saying? Ignorance is trouble when you have the answers and won't use them. Right? So here's the thing. I have sources and resources here that I can ask to educate me about certain topics, and I'm asking about them. So if you're in the chat and feel like what I'm saying may be offensive, don't take it that way. Take it as an opportunity for us to educate each other about topics that we may not be well versed in. That's the reason why we have a lot of these conversations. So Knicks Freestyle is that. Now I know y'all can tune in. Some people tuning in because they want to know what Julius Randle's free throw percentage is going to be in March. We don't know that yet, right? We don't know that yet. But on Knicks Freestyle, we tackle hard topics that other people are scared to tackle. And it is what it is, right? I'm just saying. So here's my thing. Will this eventually have an impact on the Knicks? Will this vaccination issue eventually have an impact on the Knicks?
Well, I'd like to dream that it will, but it won't, because like I firmly believe in this great land of ours, this America where cash is king, that all of these dudes are going to be vaccinated come tip off. So I don't think it's going to. I don't think it's a cool talking point now. Like if it miraculously was able to persist through the preseason and these cats stuck to their guns for real into the season, then yeah, it becomes a competitive advantage, lightweight against those teams. But I don't see it happening. I think everybody gets vaccinated, or at least the guys that matter.
Right. I don't know. G.I., do you feel like?
I think Wiggins will get vaccinated. Kyrie won't. And Brooklyn's season is down the tank. And that's 3 years of KD that they paid KD close to $40 million. And they're not going to get nothing out of it.
And KD not going to let them trade him.
Nah.
He's standing with Kyrie. There's a man standing with Kyrie. The most important man is standing with Kyrie. KD.
But quietly, who's trading for him now?
Nobody, bro. Nobody.
You can't use him, so you about to lose assets.
If you're in Dallas, you might swing for the fences. Not Dallas, maybe not Dallas. If you're Houston, you'll swing for the fences.
Okay, you got your home games.
Right. I don't think. I don't think
you got a lot of games. You only probably got 4. He might only miss 4. The only problem you would end up is if, you know what? You'd have to play the Lakers, and then you couldn't. All the away games in the playoffs you couldn't play. You would probably end up playing a team in California in the playoffs. So then you'd have a problem there, unless you're praying by next June it breaks, which you very well could.
I don't think that the squeeze is worth the juice when it comes to Kyrie. I mean, unless you're Brooklyn, is it worth trading for Kyrie Irving? Is the injury history, the off the court drama, all of that stuff. Is that worth trading for Kyrie Irving if you're another franchise? I don't think
Depending
so.
on the franchise, yeah.
I don't think so, bro.
If you're a franchise that really kind of like stars really's not checking for, yeah, you take a flyer on those guys. Those are the places that you take a flyer on those guys.
Also, we know another thing we're not taking into
Minnesota.
account. Another thing we're not taking into account is this squeeze is going to get more people who they're not really religious about the vaccine. They're just like, yeah, the squeeze and getting a good job. They're gonna go get in line and get that shot. And once we get to 75%, New York gets to 75%, they'll get herd immunity, and then the vaccine is moot at that point.
Right. But the getting to 75% is the tough part. That's the tough part, man. For a number of different reasons. Right.
Still Knicks fans, what's goody?
Yeah, man. This whole thing is the vaccine thing is tough, bro.
It's a bummer. It's a bummer. It's a bummer. But some people don't have the, and I'm sorry, like that the NBA players are some of those people, but some of those people don't have the luxury of being able to just like decide not to like be interested in the public good and just think it's cool with no consequences.
And I'm sorry, we can't go crazy about the $100 million, $200 million bag and just ignore all of the yellow tape that comes with it.
Right. So Ahmed asks y'all this. Ahmed says maybe the problem is not Kyrie, right? And for those that don't know, the name Kyrie means Lord in Judaism. So, but maybe the problem is not Kyrie, but those mandates.
What you mean, civil rights and freedom to choose?
So our question, we never questioned civil rights or the freedom to choose. We are, as a matter of fact, I said I'm pro-choice. And Free Keith and GI both alluded to it here and in other spots.
That pro-choice too.
You're right, exactly.
I'm pro-choice.
Right. The right to choose. That's what we want. We want the right to choose.
But the way it's set up is consequences for each choice. So it's fine. Just
hold on. 2-hand timeout. The chat is wilding. Now Kyrie, they say he Hotep. Now he Indian Hotep. I can't, man. I can't with y'all. Is he African? Is he Indian? What Kyrie, is the Negro?
Kyrie is a Photep.
Photep.
I can't, man.
F-E-A-U-X. Fo. Right. That's what it is. So anybody that knows, anybody has heard the word Hotep before, has done research and understand things from the past. Right. So I'm not trying to bash Kyrie. I don't want to bash this brother. What I'm saying is, over the course, this dude has a track record of being odd with his timing. I'll just say that. He has a track record of being odd with his timing. That's all. Is what I'm saying. It's like every opportunity that it comes for him to say something counter to the rest of the herd, he does that. And there's no harm in that, because some people legit march by the beat of their own drummer.
And those are, it's a beautiful thing that we could live in a land of such freedom that those people could explore those drums freely. Merry Christmas.
Right. So what I'm saying about Kyrie in this, so sometimes there are people in your life that march by the beat of their own drummer. But for those historically know what the drum means for certain people, the drum is there to stir up the group, bring a group together with a rhythm to have everybody on the same page. Now, when one person, and I'll tell you that if anybody ever remember, if you remember watching this miniseries that came on Fox years ago named Shaka Zulu, right? Warriors were all over the place, but when they heard the drum, guess what happened? They came together.
Got in line.
Right. That's what I'm saying. And if you ever heard a marching band, right? When the drum plays, right, it's to bring all 100 or so people together, right? Not just that drum or the drum line, but the entire band. And then occasionally you have one person that marches by the beat of their own drum. There's no harm in that. I'm not criticizing that person, but that wasn't the intent of the drum. You know what I'm saying? That's not the intent of it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not knocking Kyrie. Make your own decisions, bro. You're your own man, right? But we all have to live with consequences of the decisions that we make, right? I mean, it is what it is. I'm not knocking him, and I'm not knocking him that support Kyrie. What I'm saying is this brother just has odd timing when it comes to statements that he makes.
I ain't even gonna, like, people ask him questions. He makes the statements. Like, I'm not even mad at him for any statements that he made. Like, and even on this particular topic, he's not the only guy in the NBA who's taken that particular stand. So I'm not even gonna knock him there. I just
Bradley Beal is unvaccinated as well.
Bradley Beal is also unvaccinated.
Right. But he can get away with it a lot more than the other two.
Yeah. But whatever the case is, and it's fine. Like, oh, your particular situation might be more conducive to being unvaccinated because of the state you live in. Cool.
Manny Ramos is wild. He said the whole temps are claiming Kyrie.
Right,
I'm so dead.
The
conscious Sonetta and Brother Polite is claiming Kyrie.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. That's crazy.
And we live in this portion of time where this idea of freedom, like, everybody thinks that this freedom concept is like absolute. Like, oh, I can do anything I want. Like, people just don't want to be told what to do. And it's not the case. We don't have absolute freedoms. Like no shirt, no shoes, no service. You walk into a spot. Like, these are things that we've lived with and we don't even consciously even realize it. Like, there's rules that we all live by. Like, and it's not like there's limits to that freedom nonsense. That I honestly think that cats are just grown up children, like petulant children that don't want to be told what to do. I feel like that's what it boils down to. Don't tell me what to do.
Right.
I don't want to eat my vegetables.
Bro, and so here's the thing that in terms of whether to, because all right, so I'm pro vaccination, but I'm also pro choice. If you don't want to take it, don't take it. But if you ask me the positives for taking it, I am going to talk to you about the positives about taking it, right? Because as far as negatives go, bro, who has documented proof of negatives outside of side effects that go away after a couple of days? Does anybody have a negative? Like, does anybody have like, yo, I saw some zombies walking down the street after they took the vaccination? You don't see those, right? So I'm pro, and see, I didn't want to get into this, bro, but I will. Here's the thing. We saw the polio vaccine save lives. We saw the smallpox vaccine save lives, right? In a time where we had less information and more to lose, right? We had more to lose and less information then, and we took it and became a better people for it. Now we have less to lose and more information. I mean, and people are like, I just don't want to take it. Why? You can't tell me what to do. Just like what Free Keith said. Right? We've seen vaccination save lives in the 20th century. And when it's this generation's turn to use technology to save lives, we like, you ain't gonna tell me what to do.
You're not gonna tell me what to do.
Bro,
I don't have to listen to you.
I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I mean,
Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you had to have a vaccine to go to public school when you was a kid.
Yeah, exactly. And take boosters. Not only did you have to get vaccinated before you stepped in the joint, you had to take a booster at least every second year. Like
I couldn't even go to college without my vaccines.
Right.
IQJ, listen.
But now it's like, this is what I'm saying. Like it boils down to like, yo, like this generation of like this time period, like people are overdoing this whole freedom concept, and I think it's like this personal freedom thing makes it like it's the greater good. It's the greater good, and these things have been mandated before. Why don't you stop with your nonsense,
bro? I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna share something with y'all, right?
And all these dudes doing their research.
Hold on.
What research you doing? What research you doing?
Before you go in, let me say this to IQJ. IQJ, you are absolutely saying, what about the away games? If unvaccinated players have to go through a strict protocol of their movements tracked. Kyrie is not going to have the same freedom as other players. They will be protected. And if they break them, especially they only have a few players to watch that aren't vaccinated, they're going to watch them like a hawk because they don't want to have to spend that money to watch them. So they're going to do extra to make it uncomfortable for them.
Gregory, I totally and 100% agree with you. Today, people are overwhelmingly selfish, and I actually think like that whole I think it's being promoted in a way. Like we are living in a very selfish time period.
Right. Yeah, man. And so I'm military, right? So I had to take vaccines before I went to places I didn't want to go.
Bro, we had to take vaccines for everything. Like this is ridiculous. Nobody was having marches and against.
Freezy, bro. I would like to. You know what? I think and I know this isn't normal, but if you guys will allow it, I think Uncle Fulio has a different perspective, and I trust him. He represents well. I think it'd be great to have a guest tonight. It's
Free
not
Keith. Free Keith.
How do I feel? Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that.
All right.
Let's do that.
So I'm not putting it in the chat, but I'll send it to him. I got you, bro.
Uncle Fulio, this is a kind of a tape show, but we're sending you. We want to hear what you got to say. I definitely want to. You know my love for you.
And you better not come in here talking about no Giants either.
Oh, no. He got to come in. He got to come in.
We can talk about the winning Bills, the only team in New York that's winning.
What?
This is gonna be. I think this is probably. I wish he'd came earlier because I think it's gonna probably be longer.
Pause.
Oh man, pause. Pause. Shut up. You just mad because you always cursing. You always cursing on camera. And you just happy. I got a little speck in my record. You's a hater. You's a hater. We only got 30 minutes.
Softball just now. That's how like softball.
So we got Uncle Fulio like to talk. So we got to make sure he don't go too long. He got to get to his point so we all could rebut. Because I just want to know how you going to come into a corporation. You know what? Why we sending him the link? Let me start.
He got it.
Uncle Fulio, my position is simple. How are you going to come into an organization and dictate your personal rights that's paying you millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars? That's all I got.
Right. And so Sherwin M understands what I'm saying.
Well,
so
I don't like that perspective.
So when I was going places, and I went a lot of places, bro, it's almost unfair what Uncle Sam did to me. Like, sent me to a lot of different places, right? But every time I went, I had to get, they had a needle gun rotation, like a big thing with a whole bunch of vials in it. And they would just pop you with like 6 vials of stuff at once. Boop, in your arm. And you can see the 6 dots from like 6 different vaccinations. Right. And then guess what? If you don't get vaccinated coming home, you're not coming back to the US. So you had to get vaccinated before you left. And if you mixed the vaccination, guess what? You had to stay until you got it. Bruh, what I'm saying is this. We all have rights and freedoms, but we also have choices. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking Kyrie's choice or any of those that want to, you know what I'm saying, make their decisions. What I'm saying, though, is for all the decisions that we make, there are consequences. Right? Like I met this fine lady, man, Miss Mocha. Bad chick, boy, bad. Man, 30 years ago, she was a bad, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, and I was like, hey, Miss Mocha, what you doing for the rest of your life? She was like, I don't know. I'm like, hey, man, come marry Uncle Freezy, man. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? But when I married Miss Mocha, my choice then was to take her over the rest of the field. You feel me? I get Miss Mocha. That means I eliminate the field, right? That was a choice, right? That was a choice. Oh, here come trouble. Oh, shit. Here come. And he got, hey, what's up, Smokey?
Yeah, boy.
He just wanted to show us his fancy backdrop anyway. You know what I mean? Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got going on back there, yo. It's a little lit back there. It's a little lit back there.
That's cute. That's cute.
Salute, Big Freezy. Free Keith GI, man. I haven't spoken basketball or anything with you guys for a long time. You know
yo, what's going on, big bro? What's going on?
Hey, man, I miss you guys, man. What's going on with y'all? I miss listening to this conversation.
You too, yo.
Hey, I'll be in Charlotte February 12th, bro.
Bet. Let's do it.
You going to that game? You going to that game too?
Yep. Going to that game too.
I'll be at the November game. So when the Knicks come down in November, I'll be at that one. So you know it's gonna be fun. But I just want to say I'm listening to the conversation, and obviously we have some disagreements. And I know this is a big political thing going on. I just want to off the bat say I am not anti-vaccine. Let me just put that out there 100%. I am not anti-vaccine. I believe COVID exists. I believe that we are in the middle of a pandemic. I'm not into that big cold conspiracy thing. But what I am against is mandates. I am against mandates. I am against government mandates. That's just my personal beliefs about that. And I'm going to get into it a little bit more. But in regards to what you said about, well, how many of us had to take vaccines going to public school? You didn't have to go to public school. And if you did go to public school, your parents or whoever sent you to school, knew that you had to take vaccines when you went to public school. That was something that was already known. Like I'm in the military, Freezy, as a veteran. You know what I'm saying? Before I signed up to the military, I knew that I had to get stuck with every type of needle that existed for every type of vaccine or whatever the case may be. So that was a choice that I made. I made a decision to join an organization that mandated me to take a vaccine.
Let me stop you there, though. Let me real quick, because there was a point to which that started. It wasn't always like that. So those first people didn't know. Now go ahead. I'm talking about like when it was mandated in schools. There were schools before it.
Yes.
There was school before it, and so at some point it was mandated. Those people didn't know. They sent their kids to school. It was mandated that year. So the first people not going to know. You know what I'm saying? That don't make a mandate bad. You're just the first wave.
Right. I disagree with that. I think a mandate is bad. I think everyone should have the personal freedoms and choice to do what they want to do, particularly when we're talking about people's bodies, right? Like, and this goes to a political thing. I don't want to get too political with this, but if we're saying that it's okay for the government to mandate something with people's bodies, how do we feel about women and the abortion thing?
Oh. Now, see, you're equating two issues. The mandate, actually, this is not even a full mandate. The mandate is, you know what I'm saying? Because there is choice in it. You can choose not to. And that you can choose not to. This is not I'm tackling you as soon as you come outside your house with a needle. You can choose not to. Because of the nature of the pandemic that's going on now, these are the choices that you have, or I should say the consequences that come with each choice. That's just all they're saying.
And what's being taken away isn't civil liberties.
Exactly.
Being able to sit in a basketball game in a very expensive venue
It's not a
be
right.
able to afford. That's not a right.
That's
Being
a
able to
privilege.
go to the finest restaurants in Midtown New York City and come out and get in a horse and carriage. That's not, that's a privilege. That's not a civil. You
All
don't
the
need
socialist
that to
stuff.
leave.
Yeah, and to further on GI's part, all the socialist stuff that we enjoy in this country is actually not subject to that. Public school, your kid could go to public school unvaccinated. You could get on the public transportation in your city unvaccinated. You can do that.
So
You gotta wear a mask. You gotta wear a mask or whatever you have to do, but like you can do that unvaccinated. All the socialist stuff.
So let me just say that, yeah, I understand what you're saying about not being a complete mandate, so to speak. You know what I mean? The government's not saying take it or I'm sending you to jail. But what they are saying is take it or else you lose your job, you lose your livelihood. That's what they're saying. That's just as equal as someone being put in jail. Take someone's livelihood away from them. The way they make money, the way they feed their families.
No, that's a choice.
And hold on.
They're putting the choice on you. They're putting the choice on you. You still have a choice. Their job is to protect the public good. That's what their job is to protect the public good. You're part of the public. So they can't make you do it. But if science, if everything points to these,
Keith, behave. Let the guest speak to
my fault. I'm sorry.
Listen,
my bad.
The NBA's job is to make money. They don't care about the public good or people. They want people in their games. They don't care about public health. So this whole narrative about they care about the public, they care about people's well-being, that's not true, because guess what? If it affects their bottom line, that's what they're going to prioritize more than anything. The same with the federal government. The same. So yes, I understand what you're saying about it not being a mandate. They're not, making you take it, tying you down to a chair. They're putting it up to you. But again, if you put someone in a position between a rock and a hard place, that's just as equivalent as going as a government mandate. That's a complete mandate.
What's a rock and a hard place? Like
a rock and a hard place is someone that's making millions of dollars, right? Didn't know that they had to take all a vaccine when they came into the NBA. Now you're telling them that they must take a vaccine or else they lose their job. They lose their ability to feed their family.
They're not firing them. You just losing money for the games you don't play. Like the days I don't go to work, I don't get bread.
He's talking about the healthcare. I think he's talking about the healthcare professionals, Keith.
Well, yes,
no, he said the NBA players.
Right.
He said the cats making millions of dollars, not the healthcare people.
Right. Okay. But again,
which are private businesses.
Right. Private businesses that are following a government rule.
Yeah.
Right. They're following a government rule. And what I'm saying is
it makes sense for them.
Right.
Right. It makes sense for their bottom line. But what I'm saying is to the individual, like you put the individual in a position where they are potentially can lose their livelihood. So that I'm not for. I'm not for a government telling a private business that they must do something. First of all, government shouldn't tell private business, to me, you know what I mean? And again, this goes into the political thing.
They didn't. They can't make them do that.
The government can't make the Brooklyn Nets and the New York Knicks and the Golden State Warriors. Okay, so what is happening right now then?
The government isn't making them do that. In some instances, their state laws. They're following their state laws. Yeah, because it's not every
state is
NBA
a branch.
team.
State is a branch of government, though. State is a branch of government.
Okay,
so you're saying the federal government or not? But absolutely,
my fault.
The New York government
they can't do that.
Okay, I got you.
And if they did, it'll be every NBA arena, and it's not.
But the city governments, we're talking specifically about Kyrie Irving, right, and his situation. The city government of New York City and San Francisco are mandating that these private businesses.
You said the city government of New York City?
Yes, that's the
New York state. The governor, the state. It's all over the state. The whole state.
Okay,
I literally can't go into like a restaurant right now anywhere in this state without having to show my vaccine.
Fine. Right. The state government of New York and the city of San Francisco, right? The city of San Francisco are mandating that private businesses not allow players to play basketball, which they indoors, in which they make money. That's the truth. That's what's happening right now.
No, they're not. They're not mandating that specifically. They made a mandate. And that arena is following it.
They have no choice.
You act like
they have no choice.
You act like it's a personal. If I say, oh, one day, the day before, smoking was banned in restaurants and in places of business, and it wasn't the day before. So people were lighting up. They were used to lighting up and smoking in restaurants, in places from here to wherever.
Hey, Daraj.
No smoking.
Hey, Daraj, relax. Relax,
the law,
man.
No smoking indoors came. So did it disrupt civil liberties? Now tons of millions of people got to step outside to have a cigarette.
Right. That was a disruption. That was a disruption of civil liberty. That's exactly what that was.
How is it a disruption of civil liberty? Smoking a cigarette ain't a right. It's no need. It's not a need. It's not you're not born with a right to cigarettes.
Right, but Free Chief, the right though is for non-smokers.
This is where
the right though is for non-smokers to have fresh air. That's my right.
No, the right is for all of us to have fresh air because even the smokers need fresh air.
The smokers compromise fresh air by
their choice. By their
no.
By
I'm not talking about indie activity. I'm talking about us as human beings.
No, you're absolutely.
The government don't care about your happiness.
But
don't really give a damn about you being happy.
But Free Keith, when you're not smoking, you're not a smoker. When you're not smoking, you're not a smoker.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is to just to sidestep semantics. What Josh is saying is that the city of San Francisco put this in place, and all organizations have to follow it within the San Francisco city limits. Right? It's not something that they went to the Golden State Warriors and said, "Hey, listen, you built this new stadium, and we don't like the fact that y'all gonna be congregating." It's for every entity inside of San Francisco's city limits, just like New York City. Right? You got to have your mask, bro. You got to have your mask, and I'm not saying whether to mask or not is to mask or not. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is,
right.
New York City said, if you gonna rock here, this is what we are requiring you to do, because the number of the death. I don't want to even get into that because y'all know New York City was devastated by this thing, right? Devastated to the point where tractor trailers had to be backed up to hospitals, right? And now we talking about, I don't want to take the vaccine because of such and such. You got to look at it from both sides of this thing, bro. You got to look at it from both sides. You know what I'm saying? And for those that are smart decision makers, right? You can't make decisions based off of one-sided information. I used to do that when me and Miss Mocha first got married. She would make fried chicken and I wanted pork chops, and we would argue. Girl, why you cooking fried chicken and I wanted pork chops? And we argued over nothing, right? Arguing over nothing because we young. And you know what I'm saying? Now that we have information and stuff, we'll never argue, bro. You know why? Because we smart decision makers now.
I just want to say that there's a big push right now, right? And I think everyone can see it here, right? No matter which side of the aisle you sit on. There's a big push to put the vaccinated versus the unvaccinated. There is a war that is being created that they are saying that the vaccinated, literally, I'm gonna give you a personal story after this. Literally, they're saying that people that are not vaccinated are killing people who are vaccinated.
Yep.
That's what they're saying right now, right? I had a lady at work. Literally, we're having the same conversation that we're having right now. You know what I'm saying? Things got a little heated or whatever because I know where I stand. I know where this lady stands.
Bro, why every time you come around, things get heated?
I don't know. But the point that I'm trying to make
is the tone of his voice.
He got a disagreeable spirit.
but the point that I'm trying to make is, right, and this is important. The point that I'm trying to make is, right, you know, she lost a couple family members or friends or whatever from COVID-19. At the time, I was not vaccinated. I'm vaccinated now, but at the time, I was not vaccinated. So I said, I'm not vaccinated. Do you currently feel safe around me right now, unsafe around me right now. We're in the same office. You know what I mean? We're having this conversation. You came to work today. I'm not vaccinated. So do you currently feel unsafe about that right now? She goes off. You're the reason. People like you are the reason why my cousin and all these, pass away. I'm like, what? I never met these people a day in my life.
Right.
I never met these people a day in my life. How are you going to blame me? And this is what the government and what's happening, what's being perpetrated around the world. People that are not vaccinated, like Kyrie Irving, people want to vilify this person for personally choosing not to put stuff in his body.
Look,
that's crazy to me.
Nobody.
Not us.
Not y'all. I'm just saying, like.
But you're gonna get that. You understand? Like, that's what people don't understand. Like, it's still a very human experience that we're all living. You're going to get that if you go against the. You know what I'm saying? What everybody, what publicly has been agreed upon. You go against that, you're going to get those pockets of people who are over vitriolic about it. That's that's human.
It's not publicly agreed on, though. The government is
trying to make it seem like the majority of the country has vaccines. It's publicly agreed on. That's literally what we do here. That's called democracy. More than 50% of this country has the first shot. So I'm saying that's democracy. That's the majority of people.
Is it 60-40? Because last time
not that high. It's not that high.
So it's just as close to down the middle as anything else. I get
that's
there is a majority.
10 points. 10 points is a very large swing.
When you're talking about 330 million people,
6 points is a large swing of people.
3.3 million people. Yeah.
This is not a city of 200,000 we're talking about. 350 million people.
You said that the public generally agrees on this.
That's agreement. In this particular conversation, that's the highest form of agreement.
I just want to say something.
Time out. We don't vote on stuff by popular vote in this country. There's an electoral college for the federal government.
Oh my God! Stop it, bro! Stop it! You know what I'm talking about. The majority of the vaccine isn't Democratic or Republican. It's a vaccine.
The chat is trolling heavy tonight.
It's being used as a political football right now. It's definitely being used as a political football. You can't dismiss that part of it.
Nobody has even talked about the politics of it. That's not even you. That's what you came on here to do, to give you a diatribe about like what you feel the politics of it.
Democracy. I didn't mention democracy. You did.
What do you say? What are you talking about? You mentioned the democracy in about a conversation ago.
You mentioned that this country is a democracy. That's what we do in this country. Blah blah blah. Right? And I don't mean blah blah blah.
Popular opinion equals what? Because let's backtrack it. Let's backtrack it to the point that I made. I was saying that like the majority of the people have agreed that's popular. That's what makes something popular. Majority opinion, right?
I got
now, allowing the needle to go in your arm would be a form of agreement, I would say.
Yes.
Now, the majority of the people, and that means over 50%, math is the same wherever you go.
I'm with you.
Have said that they agree by allowing the needle in their arm at least one time.
Okay.
Hey, Daraz, you better not. This is the first time I ever see you. You better keep showing up. I'm showing you somebody.
Yeah, please pull up.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be more basketball related, but like definitely.
It's basketball relevant.
But that denotes
relevant for sure.
That the majority of this country has actually agreed. The popular portion, because once you get to 51%, that's popular.
Okay, I got you. You already hit that point on those. Where you?
Because 1% of 350 million people is still a lot of people.
A lot. Now, and so just for math's sake, 51% being a majority is only the case when you have two sides. When you have more than, say, if you have
there's only two sides on this: vaccinated or unvaccinated.
Right. Stop right there.
I'm talking about for the sake of math. I'm talking about math.
No, when I say that, I'm talking about this discussion in terms of the numbers that we're talking about. There's only two sides to these numbers that we're talking about right now.
I love it, G. I love it, bro.
No, what I'm saying is that's the thing. That's what I'm trying to say. And that's what I'm trying to hit on. And I don't think that's fair. I think there's people who are vaccinated like myself who are against the mandate and all the consequences that come with a mandate. That's the point that I'm trying to get at. I understand what you're saying about it being popular and people who take, the first dose or whatever the case may be. I get that. I'm fully vaccinated. Right, I am not anti-vaccine, but my thing is
fully vaccinated.
Who people are pushing this?
I'm not vaccinated. No, I'm just playing.
What I'm saying is people are pushing this anti-vax narrative versus vax or else narrative, and I think that's an issue.
Well, that's because we succumb to the media.
Well,
I feel like that's where that was started, and that to me is there's always a hype portion. There's a hype portion that surrounds anything that's actually of good content or whatever. There's going to be your hype that's surrounded. And I think that that's part of the salaciousness that's been weaved into this whole thing of what politics be damned. You don't want to take the vaccine because you're a Republican. What can I do about that? You know what I'm saying? It's dumb. Like I wouldn't equate my political views to something I feel like is a medical issue at all. But like, hey, have at it. But this is the road that we've been decidedly pushed down. And I'm not talking about being pushed the vaccine, like the different thoughts that we have to have around taking the vaccine. This was not like this being made an issue has made it an issue. Because like nobody spoke like this about the polio vaccine we had to take.
No.
But why? Because the politicians didn't make it an issue. Like because but that's what's going to happen. Politics really is like a hot button emotional thing. So like you keep putting those drops in the bucket and making everything an emotional issue for the people that you lead. Like this is supposed to be off limits. Right. I don't even know why. But whatever.
Let me ask a hypothetical question. I want.
Josh. Why don't you finish that point? Josh, why don't you finish that point you were talking about the pros versus cons? Because I wanted to hear that, but Free Keith got pulled out.
No. You were saying something about the
He said no. There was a war
sides.
going on. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is, and Free Keith hinted at it just now. There's a war being pushed by not just the media but the politicians as well because they want to get like there's all these ulterior motives surrounding this vaccine. There's so many ulterior motives, and it's clouded the judgment of many, many people, right? Many people. I'm talking about the conspiracy theories that, the government's putting microchips in you or whatever the case may be. And then you got
everybody walking around with a smartphone. I don't even understand.
Right. But anyway. Hold on. But that exists, right? And then you got the other side of it, which is, you're going to die if you don't take the vaccine, or you're killing me because you don't have the vaccine and someone else does. And that's the part that I'm trying to get at that I think is very, very detrimental when we have these conversations. Like, we're able to have this conversation civilly, and I appreciate that. And you guys are my dudes, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to come on and contribute whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? But again, people are trying to push this narrative, me versus you, because I don't have it and you have it. And I think that's where things get clouded. I do want to ask a question, though. And I want people to really legitimately think about this, right? Why is the CDC saying that the vaccine, something that's supposed to be experimental, clinical trials, or whatever the case may be, why are they saying that's okay to take, but it's still taking them so long to figure out the benefits of marijuana?
No, they figured out the benefits of marijuana.
Yeah, they've absolutely. That's why it has. That's why they have medicinal. That's why they have medicinal uses. But
yeah,
I see.
That's why.
I think I see the. I think he's.
They don't want you to make money.
It's only been. I think he's saying it's only been okay in our lifetime. So I don't know how long old Josh is, but I'm assuming he's 30 something, and we're close.
29. Thank you.
Oh my goodness! Exactly.
He's a mature 29.
So he's very mature at 29. So in our day, marijuana was taboo, bro.
Taboo.
He's grown up. He's grown up in an era where where marijuana is. So he's right, and so a whole generation of people went by and they ignored it, and until the people as a whole embraced it. And Josh did it. He did an excellent job tonight. The only problem I have though is we still got to spin back to this and the NBA, and I don't know how you can say you going to war. Even football, okay, maybe one or two players you try to get away with it. I don't know how Kyrie Irving knows that him and two other guys dominate the payroll, and he's going to make a decision of this magnitude. I can't give him a pass for a job.
I think Kyrie. Listen, I think one or two things is going to happen because I called that Kyrie Irving wasn't going to take the vaccine weeks ago, and you can check out controversy with Andy. I already pointed that out like way before this was even a thing. No, I'm serious because I know who Kyrie Irving is. Based on who Kyrie Irving is, the holistic type, you know what I'm saying, like vegan and all of that. I kind of already seen this coming down the pipe, all right? But what I wanted to say was I think one or two things is going to happen. And I will be surprised if it's anything other than these two things. He gets traded. I think a trade for Ben Simmons would be perfect for both teams. Absolutely perfect.
He's going to go to Philly, you think, but he's going to be another unvaccinated player in Philly.
Right, Philly. There's no requirement in Philly. There's no vaccination requirement, or you lose your job, or you can't play. There's none of that in Philly. And I think Ben Simmons to Brooklyn, like Stephen A. Smith had this, put this out, and I was like, wow, that does make sense for both teams. You give Brooklyn a defender, all NBA defender who doesn't have to shoot on a team like Brooklyn, and you give Philly a better scorer than Ben Simmons. I think it works out for both teams. So
that wouldn't be a bad. That really wouldn't be a bad.
So that's number one. The second thing that I think is going to happen, I think he's going to retire. I think he's gonna retire.
You think Kyrie will retire?
Yeah, he has enough money.
What's enough money? I keep
hinting to you guys that Kyrie is Cherokee Indian. All you have to do is have, I believe, 10% drop. He has 50. He absolutely has totally different tax. I believe actually he can take his money, live on Indian land, and not pay taxes. That will take $5 million forever. He probably has $100 million in the bank. He's good. He might be good for. He can probably actually then buy a casino. He'll probably then buy into a casino. Kyrie's gonna be set
and proceed to be more of a problem for the Indian community. Nice.
Yeah, basically. Yeah,
those are already
and so Free Keith
for the Native Americans.
Yeah, I was gonna say Free Keith. We don't call ourselves Indians, bro. We call ourselves.
My apologies. That was.
Freezy. I need to check his. Does he enjoy the status? Because he said we. Does he enjoy the status?
Yeah.
Well, he a third Blackfoot on his mama's side.
He's Aboriginal. He's Aboriginal.
Nah, man. We Seminole, partially. Like my.
You got your card. You got your card, Negro.
If you squint real hard.
If you squint real hard, bro, you can see.
I can't with him. Josh, you see what we got to deal with? You see, this is how content gets made over here, Josh. I don't know what y'all do over on MBK. It looks fancy. Over here.
I be watching y'all. I be checking. I be doing y'all.
Yo, boy, I ain't getting no invite, though. I want to know what's good with that. Well, I ain't getting no invite to pull up.
I got to wait a couple more
on the controversy. Bro,
I'm gonna DM you, bro.
Josh, listen,
make it happen.
If you controversial, bro, hey, I know you do. Hey, listen, and I watch it, man. I rock it. I really enjoy the content. My only deal is I think sometimes you back off a little bit when you should put your foot on the gas. That's my only deal.
Oh, okay.
You back off a little because I understand how it is, bro. I understand how it is. You know what I'm saying?
I can't, Josh.
But my man, you could tell Josh want to go in. Like I got more, but I'm gonna let y'all slide.
Josh, you know who you're talking to better than I do. I just met him recently. At least he's consistent. I feel better that he's at least consistent. I'm gonna get ready.
Hate comments and all kinds of stuff, man. Josh is not a real Knicks fan. Josh should just go root for the Nets, and I'm like, what? Like that's insane.
First of all, that's a Chris Met hat, but I'm gonna go ahead and start the sign-offs tonight. Freestyle. See, and listen. You can't freestyle until you could just throw somebody in your cipher and he not throw off the mojo. That's what freestyling is about. That's why I said, yo, let's throw this brother in the cipher. Josh, I appreciate you for coming up. I appreciate my panelists for letting you in. I'm going to shut up and pass you the mic so you can get yours in and let these big dogs eat. Salute to you tonight, King.
Salute, guys. Like I said, Freezy, I've been hitting up Freezy like, yo, I gotta get on here. It's been a while since I've been on. I mean, we ain't chopped it up in a minute. I know I met Freezy at the Hawks game. I think it was game 4, right? Game 4. And it was a good time. It was a dope time. But then I see my man Free Keith and Gia on here. I was like, I gotta get on here and talk with these guys for a bit. I got an opinion, and I know that no matter what my opinion is, whether we agree or disagree, it's always gonna be fun times. So I had to come up here and show my love and show support. You know what I'm saying? Still got the controversy on the MBK network. Please check that out. Working on some new episodes right now.
What day and time y'all do that?
So is that a live show?
Typically, it's a live show. Typically, I do it every Wednesday. Right now, I got some people that I'm trying to get on there, trying to work some schedule things out. But it's probably going to be a little detour, so we're probably looking at this weekend to get that done. Evergreen and Mark want to get on there and discuss some stuff with me. And then I would love to have Free Keith.
When does Evergreen? I would love to be on, but when does Evergreen not want to talk? Oh, Evergreen when it gets on. Oh, that's a big. Oh,
Evergreen be on everybody joint. Evergreen be on.
Yeah, I definitely got to pull up. I definitely got to pull up.
I got to get your info. I got to get your info. We could be going.
I'll send it. Free Keith, it's okay for me to send it?
Copy. Yes. Yes, sir.
I'll send it.
Yes, sir.
Yo, shout out to Daraz, man. He wins the chat tonight. I just want to make sure it ain't Josh, ain't Daraz, but I noticed he wasn't typing when he was typing. Yeah. No. I got you. But Daraz, man, you won the chat tonight, brother. You won the chat. You killed Free Keith. He said Free Keith ain't free, and that was it, brother.
Yeah, and I'm just,
freedom, like freedom course, yo.
It does.
Right.
It does.
I think this freedom joint is free. Nah, homie, you've been lied to.
Yeah, man. So thank you everybody for watching the joint. Y'all know what Knicks Freestyle is, man. Y'all know what this is. This is unlike any other joint that you watch on YouTube, because we'll take deep dives into stuff and be real with it. It'll just be real. Like we men and women here. And we ain't gonna do no shucking and jiving, no dancing about on certain topics. We're gonna give you the truth the way that we see it. Period. Right? We ain't shucking and jiving. We ain't patting the backs of sponsors and all that stuff here. This is a joint where we flat out give you the real. Right? Give you the real. Free Keith, you want to say something before we get out of here?
Man, yo, I just wanted to tell cats, like, yo, like, we really appreciate y'all. And if you didn't realize, like this is like, I feel like this is a release for a lot of us. Like, and we finally got like some fan platforms that we could really kind of release our fandom on and go back and forth. And I really appreciate you guys taking this ride with us. And in fact, I know every Knicks fan know at least 20 other Knicks fans, yo. Like, tell them to pull up. We want this to be the biggest barbershop on the planet.
Word.
Pull up. Get heard.
Right.
Even if your comments suck like White Falcon.
Wow.
Salute, White Falcon. I see you in the chat. Salute, man.
Yo, White Falcon, biggest Nick troll in the game, yo. None of his off-season trades come to fruition.
None of them.
Mid-season trades come to fruition. None of his game analysis come to fruition. But he continues to give it. He keeps the same energy.
Keep that energy. Keep that energy.
All the time. So don't miss it. So tomorrow at 6:30, the Pod Couple will be rocking, and they can't wait. They can't wait because the word on the street is the Pod Couple is a little put aside by Knicks Freestyle coming in and trying to take over the numbers. You know what I'm saying? That's just the word on the street. So the Pod Couple coming with crazy energy tomorrow. Right, crazy energy tomorrow.
They better bring it, man. And they better get them some guests. They don't know how to get guests. They don't know how to get guests. I feel like
this show about to get numbers. I feel like this show about to make numbers.
Can't point to you, Josh. I don't know how to point to you.
It's about to make numbers. Josh pulled up. Yo, we got Josh on the show. Yo, this show is doing numbers. It's doing numbers. So y'all better come with it tomorrow.
Yo, this is the real deal, y'all. This is the real deal. This is no joke.
So let me shout out Nothing But Knicks, Sim Russell, and all those guys. Shout out to Sim and everybody at Nothing But Knicks for all the great work that they do.
Big bro.
And especially giving Josh this platform to come out here and talk that talk the way we like to have talk be talked to us. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Josh and the controversy. Y'all make sure y'all tune into that. That's dope. The fact that somebody can come on and voice their opinion and support it with facts. In
fact, you know what? Freezy, hold on. Pull to the side. We're going to do this more, though. We're going to do this more. It's going to be more. It's going to be more pull-ups. So y'all got to be ready. It's not going to be open like the morning drive, like, oh, anybody. But y'all be ready. You're going to get called on like a classroom. You have to pull up.
Yeah, man.
Hope your troll game is good.
Yeah, so Evergreen, don't come through here every 2 minutes talking about drop the link, Evergreen. We're doing that.
And so shout out to my main man behind the scenes, man, RC Creative, right? So RC Creative, that's my main man. I talk to RC Creative about once a week. That do I you know what I do when I talk to RC Creative, yo, I get the phone and just get in a spot where I get mad comfy because RC Creative is like this dude. His mind is like, bro, you have never in your life talked to somebody so artsy ever. If you want your joint taken to a whole new level, RC Creative is the guy. He already got his resume. His resume for us. His resume is great when dudes start saying, yeah, Netflix and such and such. Yo, RC Creative is that dude.
Fire on the intro.
Free Keith, if you let me get to it, I'm trying to tell it right now.
I'm looking you in your eye, RC.
Hey, I'm gonna say this to Free Keith.
I need that fire
RC Creative.
The intro.
Hey,
I don't even care what Freezy got to say. I need you looking me in my eye. Right there. Yeah, right there. Look me in my eye.
It soon come. The Knicks Freestyle intro and outro soon come. RC Creative already hit me up. We've been talking about this, bro. We got you, bro. We got you.
Fire.
RC Creative, that dude. And don't forget, y'all, RC Creative is part of the Blorange Tears family, too. Yeah, he Ben.
Which is part of the MBK family. Hey.
Yeah, hey, it is. Hey.
Salute to the homie G-Mo.
Yeah, man.
And I don't want none of that trash that you gave the pod couple either.
Boom.
So just real quick, I want to say this real quick before we get out of here. Thank you everybody for watching. Josh, thank you for not only coming on, but not tap dancing with us, bro, and being real. You know, I appreciate that. I love that. Because a lot of times people get on, they one person in the chat, and then they get on the screen, and they somebody different.
He said he had a hot 16. He wasn't afraid to jump in the cipher.
Yeah,
he wasn't afraid to jump in the cipher.
He Jada. So
thank y'all so much.
Yeah, and make sure y'all check out the controversy. Josh already has some stuff already out there. Y'all go back and check that stuff out. It's still relevant. This stuff is still relevant, man. We're gonna get out of here.
Make sure, get in the comments too. Put your comments down. Let me know what you think. If you disagree with me, put it down there. We'll have a little discussion. And hey, maybe I get you on and we can debate. So there you go.
Speaking of debate,
here we go.
You want some?
Here we go. I'm
asking Josh because I know
Josh said you got to clean up your format, man. He said you got to clean up your format, man. He's just a little loose.
I'm not asking Free Keith because Free Keith don't like smoke like this. This is a different type smoke. This is dungeon smoke. This is dark room.
Have you shown Josh the belt yet?
Josh seen the belt. Josh, you seen the belt?
I actually haven't seen the belt.
Okay.
Oh.
I haven't seen the belt.
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, this is bonus time on the Blorange.
This is literally bonus. Yeah, this is bonus.
This is when you can't get a cat. This is when you tell a cat, time. And this is loaded Lux time. Yo, we well over. This is Murder Mook time. We well over.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay.
It's on its way. It's on its way to its proper home
about
right
to tell
now.
you the material. Tell him the material, Freezy. Show him the material. Tell him.
Oh, word.
It's on its way to its proper home right now.
Hey, you know what? I'll bring it to Charlotte when we go to Charlotte.
Okay.
But this is the Blorange Tears Debate League Season 1 championship belt. And this could be yours.
Tell him the material, Freeze. What's that? Is that real leather over there? Looks snakeskinish.
This okay. So this is genuine leather, right? And it's genuine leather and gold plate. I couldn't afford to get gold all the way through. I mean, I ain't Vince McMahon, but it's gold plate, genuine leather. I got this camouflage as an homage to some of my military buddies. You know what I'm saying? And so we're gonna do the Blorange Tears Debate League Championship. We're trying to revamp the thing, get people signed up. And Josh, if you win this, I am getting your name engraved on it. Not your government name. I'm talking about your, you know what I'm saying, your social Josh, aka Uncle Fulio.
Uncle Fulio, baby.
Engraved on this. And I'll bring this to you in North Carolina and put it in your hands if you win.
Damn, delivery.
That's a huge if right there. There's a huge if. There's a huge if.
And I'm making an announcement.
Don't get his hopes up, please. Don't get his hopes up.
I'm making an announcement. So here is the announcement before we get off. I'm going to be in the debate league this year.
Oh, that's unfair. So who's judging?
The
fans are judging. The fans are going to
judge. Who's moderating? I want to moderate.
No, you know what?
I like G-Man for life.
Yeah.
That's a good call. That's a good call.
Because the moderator don't have say. All they basically moderate. They say, it's your turn or it's your turn.
They do what Smack does. They do what Smack does.
Yeah. So Uncle Fulio, this right here could be yours, bro.
Yo, could you take your paws off it? Why, since you in the league? Like, can you put it in?
Yeah, you in the league, so you scuffing it up right now. Really, that's not even right.
I don't know.
That's not even right. If you're going to be in the league,
I'm putting my sin on it.
That's disgusting. But that's true though. You shouldn't really.
This league feels rigged.
You can't be parading it around. You can't be parading it around.
It can't be rigged. It can't be rigged when the community
is going to be voted on
the community. Hey, did y'all see? Listen, the format is going to be like, I got the format in place. We have a video.
And you, a competitor, got the format in place.
No. Listen, the format is in place. I debated Soulfinger 12 about can Kevin Knox have an Allen Houston type impact on the Knicks, and he took the stance, hell no, Kevin Knox cannot have an Allen Houston type impact. And I took he can. And the community, it's out there on the community tab. You can go look at the results for yourself. Because it's not about the topic, it's about the debater. It's about who you can sway to vote for you. It's not about the topic. You know what I'm saying? So
AKA rigged.
AKA Ric Flair is the 27-time WWE champ. And he was not the best wrestler. Exactly,
because Vince McMahon ran the thing.
Okay, I'm just saying. So Josh, listen. So you want some of this, or you want to sit on the sideline?
Wow,
it's crazy what you're offering them, though.
Hey, listen, there is no Blorange Tears Debate League without Uncle Fulio in there. You know what I'm saying? Sign me up.
Spicy. Spicy.
All day, every day.
Hey, and
spicy.
So I just want to say this real quick. So myself and Uncle Fulio and it's a few others, but we can't let Free Keith get into it because I don't want to see my man lose. Ever.
You always do that.
I don't want to see. I don't
That's why I don't even try.
I don't want to see Free Keith lose. So Free Keith, you can't participate.
I don't know how to feel about that.
What else? You don't know how to feel about L's?
Why would I lose?
Because you're not better than me, Uncle Fulio.
know what?
What are we even talking about right now? What are we even talking about?
Yo, get your hands off my belt. Look, what I need
Get
from
your
you,
hands out my pockets.
what I need from you is to go ahead and make sure my slot is warm on that competition floor, baby.
I got a question. Are y'all doing this at like 2:00 in the morning again? Because I'm nice asleep from my golf or something. I know I'm 50. I'm asleep by that time. Where y'all be doing this foolishness y'all be doing. I catch the replays.
You a young 50 though.
Yeah, but y'all be bugging. Y'all be bugging. Then Freezy want to get on that 12:30 and talk.
Yeah.
Well, this is what we gonna do tonight.
Yeah, man. Hey, so here's the thing. Here's the thing. Free Keith, if you want to test the waters, right? You can debate Uncle Fulio this Saturday night if you want to. If Uncle Fulio was free, you can debate him tonight.
You see how he doing it?
Night.
You see how he doing it? I wouldn't go for none of this, y'all.
And to be honest with you, if I'm Uncle Fulio, I'm like, hell yeah, I'm taking this song.
I wouldn't go.
He invited me on here, and he wouldn't even let me get my topic out.
Listen,
so now, when you put him on the clock, I'm gonna eat this. I'm gonna eat him alive.
And let me tell you what he'll do. He'll have himself against a rookie, and then he'll have two other giants, and they'll have two other rookies, and then something next thing you'll know will be rookie Freezy and three rookies in the second round.
And I'm eating them, bro, because only the strong survive, bro. You can't let weak genes populate. You know what I'm saying? It's only the strong survive. You can't let weak genes reproduce. You have weak genes everywhere.
Look at Evergreen G in the chat.
I see Evergreen.
Yeah, man. Hey, and Evergreen G can get it too.
Listen,
this thing is
y'all talking real spicy.
Listen,
this is. I just hope all these flames y'all spitting is out on the dance floor when the music come on. All right,
where you gonna be?
I'm vested.
Where you gonna be at?
I'm vested in this network, and the integrity of it means a lot. So what I want to see is see a rules committee. I could be on that committee with Sarge if he wants to chair it. I want to see the list of competitors. I want a fair first round matchups. We're not just going to take two giants who gave great content tonight and say you on the menu for Saturday. That's what we not. That's what
all of them on the menu.
If that's what it is, that's what it is.
Everybody on the menu. I mean, everybody on the menu, bro. I don't care if you first or last. I don't care if you an appetizer or an entree. You still getting eaten, bro. I don't care if you an entree, an appetizer. I don't care if you on a salad bar, bro. Guess what? GI.
Oh, you had Fogo de Chao. You had Fogo de Chao. You eating anything.
Fogo de Chao.
Think about this. Hey, listen. I am the menu.
Flip that red card.
Everybody want a piece of me.
Wow.
What do you say?
Okay.
I am the menu. Everybody wants a shot at Uncle Fulio. Everyone.
Wow.
Bro.
Wow.
And
that was very obtuse. I don't even know where that came from. Like, I didn't even know I was battling you, to tell you the truth, before he said that. Like, I didn't even know, Wait,
bro,
he that guy? Is Josh the dude?
Hey, Hadouken said pause, Fulio.
Yeah. He definitely. I let him live with that one. I let him live, but that was definitely a pause on the subject. It definitely was pause worthy.
Salute to Hadouken.
Salute to Hadouken and his channel, man. Make sure y'all go
Hadouken childish though, so.
It's Hadouken's channel. What's his channel?
It is Hadouken Sharon's No Life Pod.
Dope.
I haven't seen his podcast yet. Is it live? Is like that?
Yeah.
Check that out.
And it's mostly afternoons. But you can.
I'm gonna check you out.
Yeah, and hey, Duke, I'm just saying this, man. If I accidentally eat you, it's because when I get in killer mode, nobody is safe, bro. But don't take it personal. You know what I'm saying, Duke? Don't get in this league, bro. Duke, don't get in this league. This right here is for eaters.
This ain't nothing to play with, man.
This ain't nothing. That's what I'm trying to tell Free Keith to stay on the side, bro. This ain't for everybody. Free Keith, Yo, yeah, Freaky, stay on the side, bro. I accidentally ate.
I know what you're doing, Tracy.
That's why y'all.
But it's cool though. You don't even have to hype it. I'm with it. Like, I'm with it. You could get some too if you want. Like, yo, it's smoke season. You want smoke? Yeah, I was about to say smoke sausage. Pause.
Yeah, please. Hey, so all I'm saying, so let me ask you this. So Josh, Uncle Fulio, are you available Saturday night to debate?
But for real though, Saturday
to debate somebody. Oh, it's Saturday. It's gonna be bad for you every Saturday, bro.
Wow. This Saturday is bad for me.
Yeah, what's he saying? He said that as if other Saturdays are gonna be good for him.
Keep GI out of this.
Oh.
See? Everybody's not buying into your hype train, Freezy.
When do you
start
starting the actual tournament though? When is the actual tournament gonna kick off?
Like, trying to start it Saturday.
He's trying to start it right now, Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crazy.
I mean, I'd be with it, but like my lady just not with it, and that's kind of her time this Saturday. So,
hey man,
I don't even have the time to really sell you.
Yeah, hey man, yeah, I'm with you, man. Hey, spare the women and children, bro. this right here is for animals.
Yes, man.
Like Nori said, it's for animal thugs.
I'm trying to fly out later in the month.
Yeah, you're right. So I'll tell you what we'll do. It'll be, so let me say the rules first, and then I'll say the contestants, and then we'll get out of here, wrap up real quick. All right. So how it goes is there are two rounds, 90 seconds apiece, no voting live. The voting will be done on the community tab. Right? And we're going to tally. We're going to let the voting stay open for 24 hours. Give everybody enough time to watch the edited debate, right? And then after 24 hours, that's when we make the decision. And the reason why we do that is because it's not fair to everybody to try to count people's names in the chat live. It just don't go over well for good TV. It's not good TV at all, right? So we'll do it that way. And Josh, if you want a piece, if you want a win, if you want a check in the win column, say starting Saturday, you're welcome to attempt to get that W. And I will debate you on any topic you want. I will give you 3 days to come up with the topic, and you give it to me the day of, and I will debate you on it.
Wow.
So you get to pick the topic.
I'm trying to sun you on your own topic.
3 days of research.
You're really trying to. He's trying to play you right now.
Wow.
How was that playing you when you got the advantage? How was that playing you when you got the advantage?
Interesting proposition.
No, you big time. You're not playing him. You big time.
Nah, it's all love. Josh already knows what a better debater is.
I mean, if I really respected you as a competitor equivalent to me, I'd have been like, oh, what we're going to do is have this impartial party create a topic and drop it on both of us day of. That's what I would have said.
Let him sell them wolf tickets.
If I would have respected your mind for real. But since he probably doesn't really respect your mind, he just put it all on you. Like, look, like you could even go ahead and think about it for 3 days. Go ahead and do your research and think about your question and find your background information and research your stance on it, and then come and drop it on me the same day, and I'm still gonna eat you. That's what he's saying.
That's what I mean.
That is what he means by he's like that's what he said.
Let him have it. Let him have it, Keith. Let them big boys figure it out.
Wow, couldn't be me.
Listen, I'm in the United States Navy, so you can go ahead and take that weak Army game somewhere else. All right, that's a weak Army game. That's scared money.
Right.
That's scared money right there.
So when I graduated from the Criminal Justice Academy, the lady said, "You know what your biggest character flaw is? You never know when to give up. Some people know when to give up, and your biggest flaw is that no matter how much the odds are stacked against you, you just dig in more, and that
Trying
is
to say your greatest strength is your greatest weakness. Is that what you're trying to say?
She said that
You hear him, right, John?
that is not brave. She said that is not brave. That's stupid. That's what she told me. So that's my character flaw, bro. I just can't help it, and I try to change it. I try to do other stuff, and I just can't. Because certain stuff is embedded in your DNA. Certain stuff is in your DNA.
Yo, Cots is real trolls in this.
Dude is trolling heavy. He trolling harder than Deraz.
Deraz, yo, like the like, yo, he said he already voting for Josh.
So, hey, wait a minute. So, is Evergreen G talking about getting in the league too? Evergreen, this ain't for you, bro. Evergreen G, this
Evergreen want that smoke? He don't want that smoke.
Man, Evergreen, this ain't for you, bro.
Evergreen don't want that smoke.
Evergreen needs a format where he can talk for like 6 or 7 minutes straight. 90 seconds ain't for him.
He gonna be going on about Drummond for those whole 90 seconds.
My guy Hadouken, what's goody?
What's good?
What's good? How you guys?
Man, Peach Fuzz. What's up, Peach Fuzz?
Little bro.
What's up?
I need to pull up on your show and steal some of your subs.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing it more when the season starts, so I'm gonna do it this week.
This season is good. This is gonna be a good season to have a fan pod. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah. No, it's gonna be.
There's gonna be a lot of people wanting to talk.
Yeah, man.
And there's gonna be a lot more to talk about.
So, Uncle Fulio, am I gonna have to find somebody else to debate against, or am I gonna, or are we gonna debate? I just want to know because I need time to find somebody to debate against.
This Saturday won't probably be good for me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, it ain't gonna be good for you for sure.
Oh really? Okay. You hold on to my belt, so I gotta come get my belt regardless. You know what I'm saying? So but yeah, we'll see. I'll let you know. I'll let you know. Give me 24 hours. I got you.
You guys both talking crazy just to lose. That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Yo, it's a lot of spice. It's a lot of spice going on right now. I'm very interested to see how this is gonna turn out. Like, it's very spicy talk.
I already know how it's gonna turn out.
Isn't Chuck also in it?
Yeah, I had, but Chuck is his personal. Yeah, his work schedule is. That's the one I want. That's the one I want. I
haven't heard from Chuck in a minute.
Yeah, because
his hours are crazy,
bro. But he watches though. He does watch all the joints.
Yeah.
It's been a whole year of me listening to this talk, and now it's the second year starting. I hope y'all run this league professionally so y'all can get it off the ground. Last year,
last year they seen me coming and they stopped. You know what I'm saying? They stopped.
I got a feeling GI is itching to get in.
Is GI gonna be the
GI want a little bit of the smoke, but he just he's too cool. He's too cool.
GI don't want none of the smoke. I want to watch the replay.
He's too cool.
Yeah,
because y'all do these things at 2 a.m. GI be sleep.
Yeah, and we don't want to, we don't want to murk GI either. So it ain't no fun murking GI. So you know what I'm saying? It's like, like Uncle Freezy, why you murk GI? I know I feel bad about it after the fact, but in the moment I had to do it.
At least I know Deraz gonna vote for me. He gonna bring his troll friends too, so I'm good.
Yeah, we got.
He is such a troll. Oh my god, there's just a few known trolls. Like White Falcon is the biggest troll I know. That's all I know. He just says to trade everyone for Paul George.
Bam.
Dude, I don't get those guys, but whatever, man.
That's funny.
Him. What's that cat? Sosa.
Ether Sosa on Twitter.
Yo, man.
Yeah, but he's not a troll. He actually doesn't like Randall.
Yeah,
that's a troll.
No, that's not a troll. He just don't like him. There's a few of those.
I think he lives under his steps or something.
No, he live under your steps. That's what
you got a Harry Potter type of room.
That's what it is, yo. You like, dang, man, this dude, man, is crazy. But people are what they are.
So it's on Saturday.
Freezy just freestyling. He on freestyling the network.
He on freestyling. He just freestyling.
Yeah, I'm trying to find somebody to debate Saturday, but nobody wants to debate me.
Oh, goodbye. Good night. I'm going to bed.
You should debate Hadouken. He's in your rank. He's in the lower tier.
Whoa,
That's crazy.
and now we have Josh taking shots. Wow.
I'm not gonna lie.
Josh-
This Saturday is gonna depend on the day because I'm gonna be going to my sister's house, so I gotta see. But I'll try if you do it at a good time at night.
In between sessions, Hadouken.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
and
I
so
can't.
so
I can't.
Josh
Good night.
is a
Good night.
habitual shot firer. That's what Josh, Uncle Julio, is a habitual shot firer. He can't help it.
Yeah, you gotta. The only way he could possibly, like, if you bring up Ben Simmons in any way, he's automatically gonna lose. That's all I know. So
That's
I'm
right.
gonna see if that's brought up.
I'm gonna
Anyway.
see. But before we get out of here, I'm gonna just say that I'm gonna hit up Tony Crow, then and see if Tony Crow want to debate, because I can't find anybody else with the
What's the roster looking like?
man, people saying they want to do it, and they sending me all this fake info, and I'm like, man, nah, I got to do some people that I know and trust. You know what I'm saying? I can't, man. I don't want to have no shade to the weirdos out there, but I like to have some. At least if you're gonna be a weirdo, be at least be a weirdo that we know. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a weirdo that we don't know.
We all weirdos, man.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Oh no, there's 5 days left until we see some Knicks basketball. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that. That's
And
gonna
then
be
it's
cool.
up from there.
Yo, man. Yo, I cannot wait. Like, just.
It's gonna be crazy.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah, I can't wait, bro.
I can't, yo.
Hey, y'all,
It's gonna
so
be
y'all
an
see
awesome
that? Y'all see
season,
what
fellas.
DeRozan said? He'll take it to the, yeah. Trust me. Yeah, yeah,
Troll
Bro.
God, yo.
bro.
He said he subbed to my channel just to troll. Trolls. So I'm gonna be in there just trolling.
Bam.
Yo, nah.
Bam.
Oh my god, I don't know how people do
Knicks
it. bro.
versus everybody.
Yeah. Hey, so hey, y'all, I got to get out of here because I got to
I'm
be
so
somewhere.
tired.
Yeah. So, but I guess I'll continue part of this on the Knicks morning drive in the morning, and then but make sure y'all sub to Maduka and Sharon's No Life Pod. Make sure you check out
Appreciate
the
it.
controversy. Make sure y'all do that. Support Uncle Fulio across all the many platforms and such.
And
thank
next
you.
week, the crew is suited and booted.
Booted.
Wait, when
Knicks,
is that game?
Knicks up. Knicks got next.
Yep.
And we got to check our schedule. We got to check the games on
I
what
think
we're
it's
going to
on
do on
Tuesday.
game night.
Yep.
If some games fall on Wednesday, what we're going to do with the schedule?
Yeah, we'll dance. So we'll tiptoe around it.
Yeah, there's like 3 to 2 day breaks between the games.
Yeah,
So I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, especially depending on what time the games come on too.
Yeah, they're all like 7 or 7:30.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. All right. So we'll definitely and they have one in DC, right?
Yeah.
I think I might check that. I'm gonna try to check that one in DC. We'll see. But hey, thank you everybody for coming through. We're gonna get out of here so I can, stay up all night doing crazy stuff. I'll holler at y'all in the morning, man.
All right.
All right,
we'll
Well,
catch
thanks
y'all.
for coming through, everybody. Peace.
Peace,
Peace
nation.
out.